cherry flanker of the original La Nuit Tresor perfume. How does it smell? Is it full bottle worthy? And would you like it? You'll find out in this video. And hello everyone, my nickname is Miri and thanks for clicking and welcome to my channel. La Nuit Tresor Intense should be the most romantic and passionate scent in the La Nuit Tresor line. A perfect fragrance for women who love cherries, red roses and all the small joys in life through her senses. The opening is an addictive combination of sensual rose and sweet juicy cherries with hints of bitter almond. Cherries in the opening are jammy, sweet and almost sticky, like they're mixed with roseberry, and as this perfume dries down, cherries become more sour and tart. So the opening isn't synthetic to my nose, as fruity notes can sometimes be in perfumes, and it doesn't smell like a cherry cough syrup either if you're afraid of that, but it has a bit of medicinal scent to it when you first spray it that settles in 15 to 20 seconds after spraying. That blast of juicy cherry and sweet dark rose in the opening smells to me like a scent of cherry coke. It's very pleasant and sweet, but dark and warm, like a perfume rose version of cherry coke in the best way possible. After 10 minutes in the heart of this perfume, cherries become more dewy and sour, and in the dry down they leave the front stage and move to the background, but I can smell cherry aroma in all stages of this fragrance. In the heart, almonds become more prominent and they smell like freshly picked green almonds, so they add a bit of a bitter texture, but they become creamier and milkier as Intense dries down, and I can still smell silky, fleshy, dewy roses in the heart of La Nuit Tresor Intense as well. The rose cherry almond mix in the heart reminds me of full-bodied, bitter and smooth wine. So this scent goes from the scent of cherry coke to something even fuller, richer, wine-like, or like a scent of Mon Cherie chocolates. In the dry down, vanilla and almond overpower rose and cherry accord. They are still noticeable, but they are much more subtle and they have a supporting role. So this becomes warmer, creamier, cozier, more tender and marzipan-like. It smells like a type of almond pastry with cherries, or like a marzipan cake with cherry flavor, or even like a marzipan bakewell tart scent. Vanillic, woodsy, almondy dry down with hint of cherries and roses in this perfume is very lovely, comforting and smooth. So the dry down could also be described as the scent of cherry almond moon milk, which is made of unsweetened tart cherry juice and almond milk with a few rose petals on the side. It has a creamy marzipan and delicious vibe, but it also has hints of rose, cherry, woody combination. In the Intense version, it's noticeable syrupy sweet, original dark and very alluring DNA of La Nuit Tresor Eau de Parfum, which is combined with the cherry vibe and vanillic dry down of the discontinued La Nuit Tresor à la Folie perfume with the scent of fresh, jammy, dewy roses. So this really smells good, like really good. And La Nuit Tresor Intense doesn't smell juvenile, cheap or childish or synthetic to me, and it doesn't have patchouli. So in the dry down, this just becomes a sweet pastry scent with rose and cherry accord. It's one of the best fruity rose perfumes I've tried, and this is just delicious. So my rating for the scent profile of La Nuit Tresor Intense is 10 out of 10. Unfortunately, this perfume is intense just in the name. It lasts about 6 hours on my skin, but it doesn't project and it sits closer to the skin no matter how much I overspray it. So the original is still the best performing perfume in this line, and Intense projects for the first hour, and then you have to put your nose to your arm so you could smell it. It's such a shame because this is just a mesmerizing fragrance, and I guess the name is confusing because when the Intense flanker comes out, people are expecting this will be a more intense and amplified version of the original, but this is in fact just another flanker that has Intense in its name. And you can notice this perfume as the day passes, but it's very subtle and light, so my rating for the performance of La Nuit Tresor Intense is 6 out of 10. And now some negative and positive points of this perfume. First negative is that it has too sharp cherry note for some, so if you're sensitive to sour, tart scents in perfumes, have this in mind before purchasing. The second negative point is the subtle projection and sillage, so if you like stronger beast mode like perfumes you can smell throughout the day, and perfumes that will announce your presence, this one will be disappointing to you. And the third negative point is the rose, so if you hate roses in perfumes and if you associate the rose scent with mature old ladylike perfumes, this fragrance won't be for you. Here rose doesn't smell old, mature or like a grandma to me at all, but if you dislike rose in general, you probably won't find this perfume appealing. And now 3 positive points. First positive point is it has a realistic cherry note. Cherry here to my nose isn't synthetic, juvenile or cheap smelling. It smells luxe and seductive. So if you're afraid of buying cherry perfumes because you're thinking they might smell like cherry cough syrup, this one is safe. The second positive point, this is a seductive fragrance and a scent which will truly give you butterflies. And the third positive point is this is a versatile fragrance. It's not too dark in the opening because cherry kind of brightens up the perfume, and although it's better for colder weather, it could be worn in the spring as well or summer fresh nights, so it's a bit more versatile compared to the original, which is definitely a winter and nighttime fragrance. If this video was descriptive and helpful so far, click the like button and subscribe so YouTube can remember and notify you when I upload another perfume review video. But who would enjoy wearing La Nuit Tresor Intense? If you like rose, cherries, almonds and vanilla, look no more. This is a perfume for you. If you love the original Lancome La Nuit Tresor and if you love cherry, almond, vanilla edition, you will definitely like the Intense version. I think this is a gorgeous scent profile and a good take on the latest cherry obsession in perfumes. This perfume does give you a romantic experience, like your date bought you a big rose bouquet and Mon Cherie chocolates, and then 2 of you went on a wine tasting date. I love the scent profile of this perfume, but I'm a bit bothered because it doesn't project much, so I'm on the fence. Is this full bottle worthy for me or not? And I will test it a few more times and then make a decision. But 3 words or adjectives I would describe it with would be marzipan cherry cake, and my overall rating for the scent profile and performance is 8 out of 10. And if you love cherry perfumes, check out this perfume comparison between Tom Ford's Lost Cherry and all its dupes. See you in that video. Bye!